longevity of, say, anger. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. It just stopped. 45 minutes later, the banging started again. This time, it lasted only 30 or 40 kicks or elbows to the steel door. The session was wrapped up with several slow beats. Slower and slower, and nothing. Quiet. Tonight, I volunteered, quote unquote, volunteered to go clean out cells down in MHU, the mental health unit. This place resembles a primordial or primeval, medieval dungeon, or a visit to the rhinoceros house at the zoo. The cells appear old and beat up. The gray paint is worn off the rusting doors from what appears to be centuries of wear and tear, abuse. Of course, centuries have not passed. The building is only decades old. The entire area looks like a series of cages. A tiger or a lion or a bear prowling out from any of several open doors would have been less shocking than the humans that were behind the locked doors. This was no jail. It was a medieval torture chamber, also known as the mental health unit of the Milwaukee County Jail. I see Abercomsky. He's a CO, a corrections officer. I refer to him simply as a jail guard, which is what he is. Some of them don't like to be called jail guards. They want to be called COs, or corrections officers. I say to Abercomsky, "What? These people shouldn't be in here. They should be in a mental institution." "This is the mental institution," Abercomsky said. "Well, look who's here. Cash,
Whoa,
what up? What
what's
up?
brother?
Welcome to the hood.
Going
You're a little late, my man. How are you?
know. I was falling back.
You got to get close to that microphone, my man. You forgot.
So
There you go. There you go.
So yeah,
Yeah, you got to
I have to
kind of
get-
make love to that mic.
yeah.
You
for
got to
sure.
get close.
That's what she said.
Oh, my man is back. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm here. Everybody, hey, what's up? That's for sure. And you always got to be better than you were yesterday. So what I did was I had my friend with me.
Now, who do you have here? Who's this?
My name's Sabrina.
So listen, Sabrina, you need to put on a headset and you need a microphone. Pierre, can we get a headset? It's right there. Look, what's your name, Sabrina? Grab that headset right there. Look at me. See that headset right there? Grab that headset. What color is the cord on that thing?
Green. That's green.
Green?
Yep.
Okay, let's turn you on. Put it on, and go into get real close to that microphone. Say, "My name is Sabrina." Real close to the microphone.
Okay, my name is Sabrina.
There we go. Again.
My name is Sabrina.
Tell me it again.
Sabrina.
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 Hello.
Sabrina's in
All
Hello,
right.
River West Radio.
There we go.
Yeah.
So you have to get close to that mic.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Beautiful.
We're
And
close.
you don't
Is this
have to
good
yell.
enough?
I've got you. You sound
We
perfect
should
now.
do some ASMR.
What's that?
You know, like how they do the videos with the ASMR.
What's
like the
ASMR?
Sounds, the
What's-
sounds.
Oh, background
and
sounds?
It's just like basically things that trigger things that you can sense that you've ever sensed before, like the sound of paper ruffling and things of that nature.
You got to get
Maybe
close. You
not.
got to get close to that microphone.
Yeah.
You got to kiss the microphone, basically. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't want to say anything.
You
A
gotta
little
get in there.
that's inappropriate, but you got to get
To
close.
all my
clo-
ASMRs, you guys know what it is. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like,
So today,
Therapeutic.
we brought the
Get close to that
tablet.
mic, my man.
We brought the tablet so we could video this whole session. But the doggone tablet went dead.
That's all right. No big deal.
Yeah.
We'll do it. We'll do it next week.
That's
Yeah.
for sure.
And Pierre, technology whiz here has set up cameras. We got a camera right there.
Okay.
We have, I think there are two or three cameras surrounding the little studio here.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if we're actually. Oh yeah, see? Can you see me back
I
right
see
there?
you right there.
There I am. That's one view. There's another camera view.
So
but
we live?
I don't even. Of course we're live. Yeah, man. It's 4:41 or 4:42. We're live until 4:59.
Yep.
Yeah.
How
So
you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I been working today. I was sweating kind of. It was a beautiful day today. I
Yeah.
thought it wasn't too hot, but very humid.
Well, you know the situation I'm in right now, so
Yeah. Let's. You mind if we talk about that a little bit?
if you want to.
Yeah, Cash. I'm sorry to hear about your dad, who I'm going to let you kind of explain it, but a few days ago, what was it, Monday maybe, or Sunday,
I think it
or
was-
Saturday,
I think
the
it was
fall
like-
took place? Go
yeah.
ahead.
I think Monday, my father fell. And
How'd he
then-
fall? What happened?
So the toilet overflowed.
In the bathroom, yeah.
Yep. And then he didn't recognize the fact that ceramic floor is slippery when it get wet.
Was he trying to like fix it, or
Yeah, he was plunging it, but
so he took a spill?
he took a spill, and then so he was like, "No, I don't want to go to the hospital." And we monitored him for a while, but
So
I
he hit his head,
he
right?
hit his head. He hit his head.
And the ambulance came and took him to the
ambulance
hospital.
came and they said, "Yo, well, we're just gonna monitor him," and
Keep him overnight.
yep, and then so it came back that he had a concussion and he fell into a coma.
No, man. So he fell on Saturday, and he was.
You remember we talked about
I
this.
know we did. I know this is Saturday. I remember because we were working on Saturday over in Sherman Park, and you had to take off,
Yep.
and your dad had taken a fall, and then the ambulance came, etc. And he was conscious, right? Was
Yeah,
he
he
talking
was
to you guys
talking,
and
but
everything?
I remember I told you he was shaky, like
Right.
he was a little shaky, but he was still talking and everything. It looked fine, but you told me, you said, "Yo, Cash, you know that them things can turn around."
Yeah, I had an experience with my own dad when he was in his 80s. He took a fall, hit his head, split his head open. He was taken to St. Mary's. They stapled the
The flesh.
yeah, they stapled the cut,
Yeah.
the gash together, stapled it closed. And I was told that he had experienced or undergone an acute subdural hematoma, which basically means he hit his head hard and sustained a brain injury. And the brain bounces around against the skull
Right,
when you
right.
hit it, and depending how hard you hit your head,
Right.
determines the severity of the injury. And the neurosurgeon pulls me aside and says, "I got to talk to you," and said, "Your dad has experienced an acute subdural hematoma." And then in the next sentence, he says, 60-some% of all these cases are dead within 24 hours. And you better talk to your family and make sure
Yep.
his
Yep.
affairs are in order.
Yep.
Now, he didn't die in 24 hours. He lived for another 2 years, but he
Wow.
never walked again. He was in a wheelchair from then on. And he was kind of almost walker bound. You know, he's
Yeah,
using the
yeah.
walker.
Yeah.
And but from that point forward, he never walked again for a couple of years. Now,
Okay, so like when you told me that, you know, I never even went that far out of my brain to, you know, acknowledge the fact that that is something that could happen. And so now, right now, we are making arrangements for him.
so your dad was taken on Saturday. When did he go into the coma?
That was
Was it Saturday night or
okay.
Sunday or Monday?
It was Saturday night.
Saturday night. So the
Yeah.
next day he was
the
in a
next
coma.
day he was in a coma. Yeah.
So he's been in a coma since Sunday
yeah.
or since Saturday night, and today's Thursday at 4:45 in the afternoon.
So you know exactly what's going on. He got the feeding tube and everything, and
Oh, my gosh.
everything is hooked up to him. Everything is hooked up to him.
He's not doing anything on his own, basically.
No.
Oh man, Cash, I'm sorry to hear that. And how old is your dad again?
71.
That's not that old.
But you know, you can't take them type of injuries at that age.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's bad. Like so, you know, I've been trying to be there for my family. I've been missing a lot of work. Everybody, I've been missing a lot of work. Now, this is not have nothing to do with it, but I've been missing a lot of work due to my father's injury. But everybody, please, could y'all just pray for my dad and, you know,
Yeah.
make
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
That's for sure, for sure.
Well, I told you he's been in my prayers since you told me about it on, I don't know. I think it was
I-
Sunday
it
when
was
you said he was in
Sunday.
the coma
Yeah.
Wow.
when you told me.
So it's been a few days. So
But
yeah.
How are you processing? How are you really actually feeling about this
I'm
internally, like in yourself, in your spirit?
I'm
not
really
in-
I'm strong about it because I have to be. You know, you have to be strong about these things because if you show weakness to your family, then everybody gets weak.
Hey, you got to support your mom and your other
Exactly.
siblings. And
Exactly. And if I show weakness, then they're gonna, you know.
I mean, it's okay to be sad and so on, I think. But, yeah, no, you got to be, you got to,
be
you got to,
strong.
you got to power through it as best you can. And you look good. You look fine. You don't look
Well,
different.
you look good too,
Oh,
brother.
man, I just
I
had a
like that shirt too.
Thank you. What, you like what, the shirt?
Yeah.
This is from the Victory Garden Initiative over on Concordia in Harambe, just
Really?
a couple blocks west of Holton.
I love them.
It's a community garden,
Yeah.
and
I love
they do what's called a spring garden blitz.
Oh, okay.
And during about a 10-day period, the initiative they call it VGI, Victory Garden Initiative. Victory goes out with lots
Okay.
of volunteers, and I was one of them.
Gets
Yeah.
it all
And
started.
they plant and install. Well, they install. They don't plant. They install. We did this blitz this season about a month and a half ago. 350 garden beds
No way.
all around the city.
No way.
Yeah, and some are it's on a sliding scale the way they charge people, so it depends on what you can afford. But some places we're doing, 1 or 2 beds for somebody, and some
Yeah.
like organizations, companies or whatever want like 10 or 15 beds installed.
Yeah.
So I did 2 outings, 2 4-hour blitz outings.
Okay.
So I
Nice,
I helped, but
nice,
that's why I
nice,
got this
brother.
T-shirt to prove it.
You lucky duck you. I was
Hey,
part
but-
of the Victory Garden Initiative for so many years and never got
Ye-
that T-shirt. I'm gonna
Did
get
you
it.
ever go out and install any garden beds?
I did.
Oh, you did.
When it first started, though, so maybe.
Did you know Gretchen?
I
You
will
must have
go
known
back.
Gretchen.
Yes, I love Gretchen.
I met her recently. She was the one who started Victory Garden.
Yes, she did. And oh my gosh,
You
God
talking
bless
about
her.
over at the gathering table?
No, that's
No.
Susan. That's Susan who you're
Yeah,
thinking
Susan
of.
Well,
Holte
that's-
is my godmom.
Yeah, that's it.
You're
Come on.
Shout out
kidding.
to Susan
Yeah, I told
Holte.
you.
Oh my-
Shout
I've
out
had-
to you, my
Yeah.
mom.
I've had Susan on my show last year twice.
You
It was a different show
Oh,
called
yeah.
Altar, but this is a different format, different show. But
yeah.
she's a wonderful woman, and the Gathering Table is just an incredible.
Incredible.
It's an incredible.
Oh,
What's the
man.
word? Resource, I guess is the right
Yeah.
word.
Like,
But it's
for
a-
sure.
It's a community garden. It's a community gathering place, literally called the
Literally.
Gathering
Yes.
Table.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
3 days a week, she gives away all kinds of great
Thousands
fresh
and thousands of
vegetables and
vegetables.
food and you name it.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get back on track here. So, yeah, and also I just want to mention, since we talked about Victory Garden, I am also developing
Oh yeah. I
a
saw
community
that,
garden
yeah.
at 417 East Chambers
It's nice.
called.
You
It
guys
has a
gotta-
name. It has a name.
What's the name?
Uh-oh.
Well,
Tell
the
me.
working title, the name officially
Mhm.
that I filed with the city is the United Farmers Garden.
United Farmers.
Now, it could
Garden.
be also the Urban United Farmers Garden or the United Urban Farmers Garden because it is urban and we're in a city.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's
Whatever. Yeah.
Nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
I like it. I love it.
It's in its infancy.
then
We
I-
don't have much going there yet.
I've
Yeah.
witnessed it, and then so I can't wait till you get everything going.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
can't wait to plant some seedlings. I can't wait to
So-
plant some
Didn't you
seedlings.
have 4?
I got-
You have,
I've got 3 garden
Three.
beds constructed,
Yeah.
assembled.
Wow,
We have
okay.
material for a 4th bed. I want to get 6 this season,
So-
operating, and I just got a chip drop,
Yep,
a
I
few
seen
cubic
that.
yards, maybe like 10 cubic yards
Yep.
of chips for making pathways and landscaping and what have you. But I'm working on getting a water tank,
Oh,
installed.
the big joint.
Yeah, big tank, like 350 gallons, I think it is. But I've got a water source right now, and we've got a rain barrel there, but we're not catching a lot of rain. A little, but
Yeah.
But I
So when you get this started, you have to have me involved.
you're gonna be involved. I need help. I need people. I need manpower and
Truly
and
takes
woman
a
power.
community. Yeah, it truly takes a village, even for a garden.
For sure.
You know,
for
but
sure.
in the end, it's all worth it.
Yeah,
You get
Yeah.
to see what you harvested and see
And
what
we
you
And
were
eat
able
it.
to grow.
and
we-
eat
Yeah.
it and consume
Yeah,
it.
And we help the
Yes.
community. Everybody needs these things, and we're here for you guys.
Oh, and not to mention, the big shutdown with Kroger.
Oh yeah.
with
What are you
them
talking about?
They're talking about
Kroger
shutting
and
Kroger
Pick and
down.
Save.
Yeah, they're shutting
They're
down at least
closing.
100.
Oh, of their
sites.
stores around the
Yeah.
country.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here in Milwaukee as well.
A few in Milwaukee.
Not a few, a
I
lot.
don't know.
Really?
I'm not
It's-
gonna
I think,
say.
I
on
want to
that
say
one.
about
I don't know.
four,
I-
about 4 of them
Okay.
in our local areas.
I believe it. I mean, I read it was 60 stores nationwide, but is it 100 now? It could be,
Yeah.
but that's a small percentage of their total. They
That
have
is true.
thousands of stores,
Yeah.
but there's so much online stuff these days, and it's affecting
Well,
This
all
was
the
on
brick and
news.
mortar
Yeah, this
stores.
was on the
This
news.
is on the news.
This was on
Sure.
Fox 6.
Yeah, no. Well, I read about, and I think I
Yeah.
heard maybe on the
Yeah.
radio too that
It's really happening.
it's happening. Yeah.
So, with that being said, everybody grow more gardens.
Yeah, well, that's
Just
right.
grow more gardens.
That's right.
Become grounded again.
Get some chickens,
Yes.
For sure.
a goat, maybe
A
cow.
goat.
Oh,
Yeah.
can we have goats? I mean, did you hear about that goat story?
I did not. What? Tell me. What?
There
What's
was a
Sabrina? What? Do tell.
What?
There was a sheep that actually went down the street.
You
It
got to
was
get
a-
close to the microphone.
Okay, there was a. I don't quote me on this. I don't know if it was
I
exactly
will.
a sheep
You-
or a goat.
The whole world is listening all over
Okay,
the
guys.
planet
Well, you
Earth.
guys
We're on
know
the
what it
internet.
was.
Quote you. The whole
yeah.
world is listening.
So, yeah. So apparently, a goat or a sheep actually got let loose off of a stock truck. And
Really?
is now being rehabilitated somewhere within the Wisconsin area. He got a second life. He got a second
well,
chance.
well, that's good.
Good for him. But I really wish they would let us actually.
You got to get close to that
Yeah,
mic.
I wish they would let us actually have goats. Like,
Well,
why not?
Well, they're a lot of work, first of all.
Yeah.
But if you
Inner
are,
city.
do you have a place to put a goat?
I don't.
Yeah.
Necessarily.
But you want one anyway.
I do.
You sound like my children. They want every animal on the planet, but they want
Yeah.
my wife and me to take care of those animals,
Yeah,
of course.
that's true.
So yeah, if I had a goat, I mean, we got goat milk,
Oh yeah, goat cheese.
goat
Yeah.
cheese.
Oh yeah, I love goat
Goodness.
cheese.
And I would have to have 2 because
Two goats?
Yeah, because I need them to breed.
Yeah, you're gonna need a real farm, with the livestock you want to obtain. Well, okay, so when you guys arrived, I had just read an excerpt, a journal entry from one of my journals
Okay.
that I wrote while I was at the Milwaukee County Jail. And the journal entry was on pages 7 and 8 of this particular journal. And it was about, of course, 4D and about MHU, the mental health unit.
Yeah.
And, the mental health unit, they put people in there who come off the street, perhaps who are out of their mind on drug trips or who have legit long-term mental health issues. I have heard this cell block. It's a small cell block referred to as the crazy. The crazies are in there. I've heard COs, jail guards refer to those in there as being nuts, crazy, lunatics, and refer to the mental health unit, MHU, as
Yeah,
a mental
MHU.
institution.
Yeah, definitely true.
Wow.
Because it is because I said
I mean, we've been there and we know.
in my journal entry here, I was going down to clean the mental health unit as one of my jobs, which I did routinely, and I'm going to read to you at the end of this journal entry where I stopped reading. I talked about how a CO by the name of Abercomsky. We have limited time left. Abercomsky, I said to him, these people shouldn't be here. They should be in a mental institution. And his response was, this is the mental institution.
Not true.
And so here's a couple other bullet points that I entered, and I'm going to read them to you. These are just notations. So bullet point number 1, girl in suicide jacket playing with her snatch. Guy who appreciated my floor mopping. Guy in toga and head wrap, bearded. Window completely smeared with his own feces.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to end there, and because we have limited time, we have exactly, what does that say? 4:57 and 15 seconds.
Yep.
Yeah, we have about less than 2 minutes left. So, I'm glad that you all were able to make it. But so next week, Sabrina,
Yeah, sure.
are you going to come in with your video
Yeah.
equipment
Oh, yeah.
capabilities?
It's time to get some choreography.
Ready to go? Now,
into the River West area. We gotta let you guys see what we're doing around here.
Don't forget to charge that thing before you come.
Oh,
That's for
absolutely.
sure.
Okay, yeah,
Sure.
plug it in.
Okay, for all my iPhone folks, you know how it is. You know how it is.
Gotta
As soon
just-
as you charge it up, it
Yeah, you
goes
just
off.
got to plug that baby in. That's all. I know how that is.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, well it's great having Cash, and he mentioned that he was going to bring you and do some video and live streaming. So we'll get that fired up next week, and of course we have Pierre, who has hooked up cameras. So we're going to be streaming live. He's creating a YouTube channel for The Hood, and we are going to be streaming live on YouTube as well next week.
That's for sure.
Hopefully, I don't know what we're doing this week. He's the magician behind the scenes, behind the curtain, making everything happen. I'm just I'm just a talking head, right?
That's for sure. But like always, everybody be better than you were yesterday.
Grow more gardens.
Well, listen, thank you, Milwaukee, for
Plant
tuning
more
in.
plants, less people. Let's plant more plants and less people around here.
I am your host, William Duvall. You have been in the Hood on River West Radio 104.1 FM.